Hi, greetings. Thanks for joining with me again today. Today I want to talk to you again about Jehovah's Witnesses. I believe that most of the people who watch these videos that I'm making are either ex-witnesses, people who were witnesses and left for one reason or another, or were disfellowshipped for one reason or another, and people who are curious to learn about why the witnesses do certain things. Very few actual witnesses will watch these videos because they're forbidden. They're told that watching people of different faiths or people with different ideas is evil and you should not do it. So I'm speaking to people who are either in the process of leaving the witnesses, so you're curious and breaking the rules and watching other people, or you've left the witnesses and you want to hear what people have to say about them, or you're curious about the witnesses. Now, my channel is about all kinds of spiritual movements and religious movements, not just about Jehovah's Witnesses, but I do have a playlist on the witnesses, and I'll put a link to that in the description box, and also up here somewhere. The playlist will appear sometime during my video, and you can check out the other witness videos. Now today I want to talk to you about why, when witnesses serve what other people call the Lord's Supper or communion or Eucharist, nobody takes it. Now some people see that as a rejection of the body and blood of Christ. Other people see it in other ways. Let me say right up front that not all Christians interpret the use of the bread and the wine or juice in the Lord's Supper in the same way. Some believe that through prayer it changes and becomes the actual body and blood of Christ. Others believe that through prayer the body and blood of Christ is some way under the bread and the wine. Those are the Lutherans. And the third is that these emblems of bread and wine do not change in any way, but they represent the body and the blood of Christ. So whichever way you believe it, in most churches, when the bread and the wine or juice, the cup, is passed, people participate in it. In the witness kingdom halls, once a year at a memorial service, the bread and the juice is passed around. Very rarely does anyone take it. Why is that? That's a mystery to people on the outside. Comes all the way from the very beginning of the Bible and the beginnings of the witnesses and the Bible students who were there before the Jehovah's Witnesses. When they read the story of Abraham, and God promised Abraham that he would give for him descendants, many, many descendants, as many as the grains of sand on the seashore, or as many as the stars in the sky, that this is the promise to Abraham. And right away, those people began to see two groups: a group on the earth of descendants of Abraham, like the sand of the sea, and a group in the sky, like the stars in the sky. Now, most Christians or Bible interpreters just think that that is two examples of the fact that Abraham will have a lot of descendants. But witnesses have hung on to the idea of two groups. When they get to the New Testament, they see that, especially in the book of Revelation, it says that Jesus will come to set up his kingdom, and that this kingdom, when he comes, he will bring the saints of God with him, and that these saints will rule over people on earth in the Lord's kingdom. So here again, you have a number of saints coming with Jesus from heaven, ruling over those on the earth. And witnesses also notice, witness teachers, those who develop the doctrines of the church, see the number 144,000, and putting all of that together, believe that this group that comes with Jesus is made up of 144,000 good witnesses, and they will rule over those who are on the earth in Jehovah's kingdom. The only people who are eligible to partake of the communion in their interpretation are those who are part of the upper class, the 144,000, the ruling class, the heavenly ones. And those would be the great Jehovah's Witnesses, the Jehovah Witness leaders, those that make and have made up the governing body over the years, and those who know that they have lived a righteous life and have been called by God to be a ruler. Most witnesses today believe that they are part of the group that will be on the earth, that they will live in a paradise on earth, and that they will be ruled over by these great ones, the ruling class, those that represent Christ, that represent Jehovah. And if you are part of the earthly class, those who will live in paradise with Christ, you do not partake. You are unworthy to partake of the body and blood of Christ. That is just for the higher ruling class. And that is why when the elements are passed, 99.9% of the witnesses today don't participate, because they believe that they are part of the group that will live in paradise on earth. And the ruling body has designated that they should not be able to participate in the way of receiving the body and blood of Christ, but that they are witnesses to this. They watch this procedure, this memorial. It is called a memorial feast, and they are remembering the sacrifice, but they are unworthy to participate in receiving the body and blood of Christ. Now that's an explanation put in terms that people who are not currently witnesses but are coming from different points of view can probably understand clearly. And so I hope this has been informative, and that you'll check out some of the other videos that I'll be posting in the future about Jehovah's Witnesses. But this is, as I've said, just one group of interest. Spirituality religion and the ideas of people about God and faith and worship are infinite and very interesting. So I hope that you'll check out some of the other groups that I talk about. In the meantime, I hope you have a great week, and I'll post again next week sometime. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like me to address a particular group or subject, put it in the comments, and I do my best to answer questions either privately or with another video. So I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.